Hey everybody, welcome back to Fallout Season 2. Today is the season finale. Holy crap, we're finally here. It's been 9 weeks now since the original nuke scenario where Scorpion blew up and the airdrop scenario where the Brotherhood Guardian flight crash landed. And in that time, there's been a lot of them sparring around each other, learning little bits about each other, seizing advantages, and it's all built up to this. This is the big showdown at the Red Hand Raiders hideout, where their doomsday weapon, the altar, is waiting to be ignited. And that's going to bring about the post-apocalypse apocalypse. Because it's apocalypse so nice, you got to have it twice. So anyways, this is a big custom narrative out of John's head scenario. So please enjoy. I've had a ton of fun doing this Fallout season for you guys. And I'm really looking forward already getting ideas for Fallout Season 3, but that's a whole nother video. So for right now, we are going to bring the war in the Wasteland to a close right now.
Beast, your soldiers will guard the perimeter. I will remain here with the altar.
You want us outside while you're in here? They didn't come here for us, they came here for you.
They came here because Adam demands that they die here. Do as I say, or you will be among them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen and rad roaches, welcome to the War for the Wasteland. Much like the season finale for Season 1, this is going to be an intensely narrative scenario, which is good because it's going to be a lot to handle behind the camera. What you're looking at here is 1,500 points or caps aside. Let me break it down for you. The Brotherhood of Steel has arrived at the Red Hand Raiders hideout, but since they lost the last scenario, the Raiders got to deploy them, which is why their deployment looks all wonky. So their deployment zone is red distance in from this board edge. So they've put Cormac on the far side over here. They dropped Nibbles way over here. Those two are both kitted out the same way you're used to seeing them, laser rifle and baton on Cormac. Nibbles has no laser rifle, maybe for next season. We've got 2 field scribes, laser pistols, and stim packs. They are the roaming medics, which is why they want them stuck over here instead of over there. We've got night patrols with laser rifles. We've got lancers with laser rifles, pretty standard fare for Guardian flight. And we've got 2 guys dropping in through airdrop, laser rifle, Gatling laser. That is the Brotherhood side as they arrive. Now the Raiders side is effectively split in half. So guarding the door, or here at the entrance to the lab, or the wreckage, whatever it is, we've got Beast up there with Pancake, and her other 2 dogs, Pancake and Pancake. If you didn't catch on by now, the reason why Pancake seems to be immortal is Beast has a lot of dogs and no creativity with names. Over here we got the Sentry Bot from the Steel-clad Manhunt scenario. That's a mouthful. We've got a Veteran Raider, combat rifle, nail board, power armor. We got a couple of guys with bolt-action pipe rifles stinking around. That's not Scorpion. That's just... I exhausted a lot of my model collection for this fight, so there you go. We got a Psycho with a machete there. So that is the first wave. And the way the scenario works is we're going to engage as normal out here. The only major change is the Brotherhood will always have advantage because they are the attackers, and it just makes it easier for me to keep track because there's a lot to keep track of here. So the Brotherhood objective. This is going to be a victory point scenario, so things are going to count for points. The Brotherhood's objective is, at the end of the game, they will receive 1 point for every member of Team Brotherhood that is inside of the compound. Compound being represented by our lovely Blacksite Studios terrain. This is the ARC set that you saw at the end of Season 1. We've got the antechamber. There's the Protectron. I'll swing around my lighting setup here. Staircase with a couple of Psychos. Lead pipe and pipe wrench. More of a staircase. In the upper room, we've got the Surgeon, another Raider with bolt-action pipe rifle, and the Red Hand himself. And then sitting in the next room over, we have the altar. It's actually a good little shot there. So it is ready to blow. It is ready to level a bunch of this wasteland. And the Brotherhood are here to stop it and or seize it for themselves. In case you were curious, since we do have multiple characters going on, Beast is going to have the heroic card. So he's using the Avery stats as usual. The Red Hand himself, he will have Heroic card. He's using the Sinjin stats with the Ghoulish perk, so Rads will heal him in case that comes up. And he's armed with a Gamma gun, being a former child of Adam himself. Paladin Cormac is kitted out like usual with his Heroic card. I have given him the leader card Veteran because I feel like he deserves it by now. That gives him 2 more health. So they will be the heroes, champions, and or targets. For the Raiders, they will receive 1 victory point for every Brotherhood model which is taken out of play in this game. Now, just to spice things up, because if you're paying attention to story time, the Red Hand himself is not turning out to be a popular guy. So to throw a wrench into this thing, we are going to add in a special rule that I like to call heavy is the head. What this means is either side can claim 2 victory points if they are the one to deal the final blow to the Red Hand. For the Brotherhood, that means he's a juicy target up here, which could help alleviate some of their losses in the points department. For the Raiders, they want to keep him on their side because he's useful, but then you can always have a gun to his head at the end, just in case you need the points boost. So for Team Raider, kill Brotherhood, maybe kill the Red Hand themselves. Team Brotherhood, occupy the compound, drop the Red Hand, seize the nuke, save the world. Let's roll right into turn 1. As we start off, the event deck has a flip icon on the top, so let's see what we got. We've got a blustery wind, so on turn 2, all charges will be 1 color distance shorter. So per the scenario, the Brotherhood gets advantage, and they've got some interesting options going on here. The Raiders, being jerks, have done such things as put small clusters in front of the sentry bot in his missile launcher, and place the medics very, very far away from the people who are going to need the medics. But otherwise, the right flank's kind of shielded in cover, so the middle group here is going to try to disperse. Lancer moves yellow to the side. Try to get some cover from the big guy over there. And we'll drop a laser rifle shot with cover into the first of the pancakes. Hitting on 5s with cover. Not today. Well, the sentry bot knows what he's here for, and he knows why they're afraid of him. So he's going to put his missile launcher into the first of the night patrol. Hitting on 8s. No, misses by 1. Small scatter. That will scatter orange distance, could be super advantageous if it ends up on the car. And it's not. It's going to go out here, strike the hopefully inert bomb, and we'll catch its target in the blast instead of a direct hit. Bonus damage brings it up to 3, and the armor break brings his armor down to 1. He takes 2. And as something of an afterthought, he will open up with the minigun, same target. Shot number 1, hitting on 8s. Good shot. 1 damage against armor 2. Takes a damage. Second shot on 8. Another hit. Only 1 armor this time. And that's it. First of Team Brotherhood, riddled with bullets and smoking for the missile launcher, drops to the ground. 1 point for the Raiders. Minigun is a walked fire weapon, so he will walk it yellow distance to hit the third target, who will get cover from the fence. Shot number 3, hitting on 6s. Nope. Shot number 4 on 6s. There's a hit. 1 damage against 3 armor because cover. He blocks it. And final shot from the minigun, misses. Over here on Team Brotherhood, it is time for Paladin Cormac to step up to the plate and roll some VATS. Checking a VATS roll, no VATS. So in the meantime, he will sidestep this away, just to get some line of sight around this decrepit van. And we'll take a shot into the Veteran Raider. Hitting on 7s at long range. Nope, went wild. First of the pancakes is going to make a staggering charge because these things are ridiculous. Blue distance all the way into the Lancer. On the Hound Bite special with a green die for the charge, hitting on 6s. Nope, that's a miss. Night Patrol standing up of the car is feeling very valiant despite the minigun fire he just took. He will steady his aim and try to drop some short-range shots into the Psycho hiding behind that container. Hitting on 5s. Good hit. Psycho only has 1 armor, so he will take 2. Second shot, still hitting on 5s. Oh, just barely missed. Could have been a hero. The second of the pancakes is going to loop around into the same Lancer. Might even say we're getting a stack of pancakes here. Why would you say that? Nobody says that. Hitting on 6s, green die for a fellow pack mate, and black die for the charge. Oh, that looks painful. With 3 damage and 2 armor break, the Lancer simply takes 3 damage right off the bat. Meanwhile, the Lancer over here on Nibble's side of the field is going to move up to cover. Try to stay protected from that minigun, the missile launcher. And we'll put a laser rifle shot into that wounded Psycho. Hitting on 7s. Again, just missing. But that's how you say hello in Raider Town. And we'll make a green charge retaliation. Swinging his machete and shouting at the top of his lungs and trying to ignore the enormous Deathclaw. Machete gives a green and a black die for the charge, hitting on 7s. Very good. 2 damage against 2 armor. Blocks it both. Must be the helmet. Over here on the other side, we've got a night patrol who's going to take a difficult terrain climb up to here. And he's going to dial in some shots on the veteran raider. Hitting on 5s. Nope, no luck today. Our Mohawk Raider will put a shot into this combat here, because what are the odds he's going to hit his buddy, right? All the raiders, the stock raiders at least, are kitted out with Mentats, which they will all drop at first opportunity, which will boost his perception up to 6. Hitting on 8s because shooting into close combat. You really managed to miss that one. All right. Freaking jokers at the scope on backwards. Shooting again on 8s. There you go. Hitting his intended target on a 1 or a 3. Okay. 2 damage against 2 armor. And the Lancer takes 1. Meanwhile, Nibbles has decided he wants to play 2, and his green charge is just enough to get him around this car. And gives a little stare down to his new friend. Deathclaw swipe is a yellow, yellow, blue, black die for being stupid strong, and green die for having a ostensibly friend. Hitting on 5s. And he misses. Wow. On Raider turn, the little guy hiding back here, he's going to move up a step. Fairly certain that Nibbles is occupied, and try to put a shot into the medics back here behind the car. He will also take his Mentats, boosting him to 6, back down to 4 because of cover. And it's a hit. 2 damage against 2 armor with cover. And the car absorbs the bullet. In all fairness, it looks like that car's absorbed a lot of bullets. Our final Lancer on Cormac's side of the board will try to climb on top of this container, give him a shot at some of the door guardians. Has to pass an agility test to do that on a 5. He passes. Agile little guy, scampers up here. It's a fun word, scamper. And he will put a shot into Pancake. That Pancake. Hitting on 5s. Nope. And on Raider turn, Beast is going to decide that she doesn't care for him taking shots at her pets. VATS roll for Beast. No VATS. Now Beast has the nice and tasty orange Mentats, which she'll take, and that will bring her perception up to 11. I'm not even joking. Up to 11. Hitting on an 8. 3 damage with the Gauss rifle against 2 armor. He takes 2. Firing a second shot, same target. That's a good hit. Bonus crit. 3 damage against 2 armor. Oh, good job, buddy. That's most of the Brotherhood team. The major ones left are the medics. 2 field scribes here. We're going to move red. And red. Mostly just trying to get to the people that need their stim packs. If you were not previously afraid of the Mutant Hound's charge distance, you should be now. Last Pancake will bound down the steps. And we'll make a blue charge all the way down into the medic. With room to spare. Our final Brotherhood player, last medic, undeterred by that dog, is going to try to stay out of line of sight of the freaking sentry bot. We'll cut up here and end up just in cover. We'll close out turn 1. Veteran Raider advancing in. And we'll fire her combat rifle into this melee. Hitting on 6s because close combat. Oh, barely a miss, which is good because that was a dangerous bullet right there. I mean, I haven't met very many non-dangerous bullets, but that's not the point right now. So here we stand at the bottom of turn 1. What a friggin' mess. So the two sides have collided here along the fence. Nibbles missed his opening shot, like his big entrance kind of fell flat there. We had a couple Raiders being all shooty. The dogs have definitely intercepted the Brotherhood's charge. Cormac's still coming out of his little exile corner that the Raiders put him in. This guy clambered up, got a good shot off, and then was promptly had his appendix blown out of his backside, courtesy of Beast. So arguably the most dangerous players on the board right now. Beast is still untouched and at the door, with line of sight to dang near everything. Sentry Bot reloading his weapons. Nibbles kind of stuck over here, and Cormac still rounding the corner. Still a lot that could happen. Turn 2 is going to kick off. We're going to have that blustery wind effect, and I hear vertibirds overhead. All right, just to refresh you guys on the airdrop mechanic, which is back from episode 2. I mean, you can always go back and watch that episode, but this is so exciting. Why would you want to leave? We've got these two guys that are stepping out of their vertibird overhead and are dropping in as reinforcements. So what we're going to do is we're going to select some points on the field. Our Gatling laser buddy is going to try to drop in behind the puppers. Hopefully, I really hope he doesn't scatter onto the van. That would suck. And the laser rifle guy is going to try to interrupt Beast's little nonsense by dropping in about there. So now that they've picked their destination, they have to make perception rolls in order to step out exactly the right moment and slam into the ground, damaging everything around them like a frag grenade with a bonus damage. Freaking insane. Just like a frag grenade though, they will get to roll a black and a yellow die, and they might scatter if they miss. So let's see how it goes. As a reminder, all charges are going to be one distance short of this turn, and the next card also had the same icon. As a passing swarm of bloatflies, how lousy does your day have to be to have your hideout besieged by the Brotherhood and be swarmed with bloatflies? So next turn, the maximum distance of movement is going to be yellow. We're going to start off with the Gatling laser dude, dropping in behind these guys. Hopefully on 6s, black and a yellow die because frag grenade, be the frag grenade. Oh my god, don't be that much of a frag grenade. Okay, so this is 5 damage and an armor break, but we need to figure out where he just landed, because it wasn't where he was trying to. So because he missed by 4 on the frag grenade profile, he will scatter yellow. Random shout out for this app. I think James Morris makes this app. This thing has been an absolute lifesaver. I love this thing. We're scattering yellow distance, and there's a lot of places he doesn't want to go. Mostly anywhere here would suck. Going this way would probably be bad as well. Going this way would not be terrible. So let's find my little scatter die. The relic of War Games past, and the winner is that way. Okay, that's not too bad. He lands. Had to set the camera down in order to measure that accurately. He lands right here, which is both good news and bad news. It's good news because he's going to damage that dog. It's bad news because this Lancer only had the 1 health and he's dealing out like 5. But since it is 5 damage with an armor break, he deals immediate 5 damage to the nearest dog, Pancake, which flops over as every Pancake has done since time immemorial. Now when they land, they're effectively stunned since they only get 1 action this turn. And while we're here, the other Pancake is going to react with a charge. Now for his partner trying to drop in literally on the doorstep, Perception 6, let's see how he does. Perception 6! That's a good freaking shot. So hit, armor break, straight 3 damage for the frag grenade. Beast has armor 3 down to 2, so 3 damage against 2 armor. And she only blocks 1, takes 2. All right, so that sets us up for turn 2. The actual turn proper may now begin. The Brotherhood, they're in a position where they could apply some pressure. They can break through this point here, maybe get Nibbles out of whack. The big problem is going to be dealing with that sentry bot, but with that guy tying up Beast, this could swing the outside battle at least to the Brotherhood's favor. Our first contestant is actually going to be Cormac because he knows, and I know from the previous playtest of the scenario, that they're going to need those stim packs. So we're going to check his VATS, but he's looking to get rid of this dog over here. Rolling for VATS. 1 VATS. Yes, waiter, I'll have 1 VATS, please. His charge range is 1 shorter, but that's okay. He's definitely in range. So as a regular action, he will move into contact with charge. All right, so here's the cocktails today. He's got 2 for the baton, 2 green for the baton, 1 green for the buddy, 1 black for being charging, and 1 black for being stupidly strong. Hitting on, I believe, 9s. No, definitely not hitting on that. So he'll try it again as his quick action. So hitting on 7s now without the black die for the charge. That's more like it. 4 damage against 1 armor. Takes 3. You're hoping for a bit more thrilling heroics than that, but you know what, it works. Meanwhile, Sentry Bot has reloaded. So it will drop its missile launcher into this guy here, who will still get cover from the fence. Hitting on 6s. That fence didn't do a dang thing, did it? So that's 2 damage from the missile launcher, plus 1 for being the target of the missile launcher, plus another for the black die roll. 4 damage against 2 armor. Oh, I thought he was doing okay for a second. He's still alive though. The Sentry Bot registers an emotion they can only categorize as irritation and opens up with a minigun, same target. Shot number 1, hit on 6. Good hit. 1 damage against 2 armor. He's okay. Shot number 2 on 6. No, a miss. Shot number 3 on 6. There you go. 1 damage against 2 armor. He's okay. This is most concerning for the robot. Shot number 4 on 6. Shot number 5 on 6. There we go. This might do it. All right, little buddy, you've held out for this long. Just hang in there. 1 or a 2 and you're fine. He's okay. Missile launcher and a full magazine from the minigun. And this dude is still alive. Cormac is so proud of you right now, dude. Medic here in the back row, narrowly escaping the actual jaws of actual death. We'll skip out red. Can do so for free because Cormac is covering him. And we'll tuck in here where nearby models can make use of their stim packs. Now you're where you need to be. Meanwhile, Hound Dog number 1827 is going to try to take a chomp out of this delightful snack in a tin can that just arrived. Hitting on 6s, black die for the charge. 7, no, not quite. Second shot on 6s. That's more like it. And that's actually incredibly bad news because the Hound bite with the mushroom cloud inflicts the broken arm, or I guess maybe tears off a hydraulic valve from the power armor. This guy will be at -2 for the rest of the battle, unless he can get a stim pack. Yeah. 2 damage against 1 plus 1 with the armor break. He takes 1, or the armor does. It doesn't actually take damage because I actually remembered this game that knights start with strong armor on their card. So he's essentially got a 2 plus 2 for right now, and manages to block that. Armor bonus goes away. Over here on the Brotherhood, the Lancer is going to shoot the Psycho in close combat, hoping to free up Nibbles to go massacre something else. Hitting on 5s for close combat, but green die for his overlarge friend. Good hit. 2 energy damage against 1 armor. Oh, and he goes down. Laser shot to the chest. And as second action, we'll shoot at the sniper on the cargo container. Laser rifle short range hitting on 7s. Another good hit. I'm glad you finally learned your lesson. Or someone else died in Steel-Clad Manhunt and you're the replacement. Either way, you are succeeding, so good job. 1 point of damage burns through. We'll test the other 1 point against 2 armor. And he saves it. The Veteran Raider is going to stomp your robot around the corner. Suddenly looking at several quite juicy targets. And we'll put their combat rifle into the Survivor Man on top of the car. Combat rifle hitting on 4s. Nope, can't bring this guy down. On his turn, he will use one of the stim packs from his friend here. Let's go back up to full health, and we'll put a laser rifle shot in reprisal into the veteran raider. Hitting on 5s. Not with that shot. Try it again. Hitting on 5s, second shot. There you go, 5s, 1 burns. Power armor stops the other point, but the one that burns through will deal 1 damage to the power armor, which has 2 endurance. Meanwhile, over here, Beast is not a fan of her new neighbor, and before he gets to go, she wants to get some actions in. So let's make a VATS roll. VATS roll coming up. No VATS. Instead, she's going to shoot him in close combat with the Gauss rifle because why not? She still hopped up an orange Mentats, which have degraded 1, so she's normally hitting on 10s, hitting on 8s here in close combat. I can't freaking believe it. Okay. Shot number 2. See, there's a hit with the bonus damage. 4 damage against 2 plus 2. All right, he takes 2, or his armor takes 2. Now he is rocking the T45 armor, which has endurance 3, so his armor has taken 2, and he's still in the game. That being said, that Gauss rifle is now fully charged for a crit, and we all know how that ends up. Meanwhile, Nibble's now free, restricted again, but still easily within a red charge instead of a green charge. We'll barrel into this individual right here. It's okay, he's got a bolt-action pipe rifle to shoot back with on 6s. Nope, that was your last chance there, buddy. Nibble's Deathclaw Crush is primed, so it's going to be a strength versus agility. Nibble's strength 11. Makes it with a 7. And the Raider has agility 5, can't hope to beat that, so here we go. 3 damage plus... Okay, well that's every shred of armor you could possibly hope for. That's 3 damage and a stun, as if being the recipient of that was not stunning enough. Sniper on top of the crates is going to shoot down into the Lancer who's been harassing him. On 5s as his Mentats start to break down. Nope, not on that hit. Lancer immediately retaliates with the trigger and misses wildly. Raider second shot. 5s, there's your hit. 2 damage against 2 armor. 2 armor block. Our Scampering Scamperer will put his laser rifle into the big Titan of shooty death. Hitting on 5s. Nope, second shot. 6, nope, not quite. That would have been good too. Sentry Bot will respond to that with its trigger by rumbling forward. Get a bit better view of everything as it's realizing that there's a really serious problem rampaging over here. This dog, sensing it's in a very precarious position, is going to try to tear into Cormac, which historically has not been a great idea, but this is Pancake we're talking about. Or one of them. On 6s, green die for the charge. 6s, oh, yep, see, this is how it all falls apart. Green die out, second shot on 6s. Ooh, not your day, bub. Over here on Team Brotherhood, the shooter person top of the van will take some shots into the veteran Raider's back. Try to hit that power core. It's not actually a mechanic in this game, but it'd be cool. I mean, he's got like 4 buddies over there, so that would actually be a bad idea. Not important. Hitting on 5s. Nope. Shot number 2. Not a thing. Only 1 player left for Team Raider, and he knows what the Red Hand is going to do to him if he fails. And as a testament to that sort of intimidation, he will take a shot into Nibbles. Normally hitting on 5s, so hitting on 3s. Oh, he actually hit and broken armor. It's 2 damage into Nibbles, 3 plus 1. And Nibbles blocks it all. Just add it to the roster of scars. But the only folks left to worry about on Brotherhood's side, we've got the medic, who's going to try to get away from the power armor monstrosity. Take a run action here. And then cut up between here. Nice central location. Our Gatling laser will spend 1 action to clear his stun. He'll take 1 of the Field Scribe's 2 stim packs in order to clear his broken arm. and start unloading the Gatling laser into the dog. Normally hitting on 7, so hitting on 5s. Shot number 1. Hit, armor break. That's just 1 damage right off the bat, and if he can continue to hit, then all of these will break through the armor. So shot number 2. And you immediately miss with the next shot. Thanks. Shot number 3, 5s. There you go. Shot number 4, no armor. That's what I'm talking about. 2 more. And shot number 5. Can you deal any damage? No, fell just short. That leaves Pancake the 14th down to 4 damage, 1 health. Finally, our other individual is going to clear his stun, and he's going to throw a kick into Beast. Try to punch her back into that door. He's absurdly strong for a black die and gets a green die for improvised weapon. I don't know what he's hitting on. Hold that thought. He's hitting on 7s. And just missed. I'm sure she won't take that personally. All right, we're here at the bottom of turn 2 as things are really getting kind of spicy. The Raiders have 2 points for 2 dead Brotherhood, but haven't made a whole lot of progress past that. We got this guy hanging on by a thread and some scattering damage. But unlike a couple of playtests, the medics have largely managed to escape damage, and they've been able to hand out a couple of stim packs. That's really big in this case. It's also worth remembering that once the Brotherhood clears the outside, they still have to contend with the defenders inside. But for right now, we're just going to roll into turn 3, and the bloatflies are arriving. As a reminder, the passing swarm is here, so no one is going any farther than yellow distance. Brotherhood turn is going to commence with Cormac trying to put down this dog. Rolling for VATS. Good VATS. About time. He'll make a swing with his baton on 9s with a miss. We'll follow that up with a quick action attack on 7s. Okay, that one hits. That's good. Armor break takes the dog's armor out of the equation. 2 damage with this 3 already. Doggo goes down, and the baton is now fully charged for a crit. Seeing yet another chance to be a preposterous hero, Cormac is going to spend one of his quick actions to charge into the veteran raider. The crit automatically hits, as crits tend to do. We're rolling a ton of dice, 4 die for the crit, plus 1 for being stupid strong. Base damage 2 plus 2, 3, 4 damage with an armor break. The armor break, the raider has 1 plus 1. So they block 1 of the 4. So the first point of damage breaks the armor completely, and the next one brings him down to 5 health remaining. Not to be outdone, Beast is going to roll up her VATS. VATS roll coming up. Ooh, also good VATS. So Beast will start off with using a quick action to launch that crit at point blank range into the brother. That's going to be 4 damage plus 3 yellow die. For 5 damage plus an armor break. 5 damage against 1 plus 1. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? He blocks 2 and takes 3. Knight is down to 3 health left, but Beast is not done. She will use her other quick action to move out of close combat, which will provoke a little bit of an attack. He'll try his laser rifle this time. It's -4 with the quick action and shooting in close combat, so hitting on 2s. And he hits, burns 1 through. 1 damage against Beast's 3 armor, and she's fine. She took 1 point from the laser burn earlier. She still has her 2 regular actions, and she's going to make him pay for that with a close range shot. She's hitting on 9s with her orange mentats. And flat miss. Second shot, same target, 9s. Hits, armor break. 3 damage against 2 armor. Ooh, he only takes 1. Brings him down to 2 health, but he is still standing, and that's all Beast has for this round. Next up, our reigning champion of Lizard is going to take some attacks into this little pest in front of him. Hitting on 5s with the Deathclaw swipe. And that's a hard miss. Let's try it again. Hitting on 5s with the Deathclaw swipe. 6, oh, come on, man. This is your big moment. That means like a 20-foot lizard, so technically all of his moments are big moments. From Raider's side, SentryBot is going to very, very carefully evaluate all its targets and throw a missile launcher into Nibbles. Yes, there is a raider in the way, but he's not programmed to give a crap. He's hitting on 10s, shooting into close combat with that missile launcher. Go, getting kind of spicy here. Let's see who's going to get the extra damage. On a 1 to 3, or a 1 or 3, it's going to be Nibbles. And the raider takes the hit. So yeah, there's just no. So that's going to be 3 damage against Nibbles because of the extra damage on the die, -1 armor, so he is at 2 + 1 against 3 damage. Oh, he takes 2. That burned. And he's going to spin the minigun, but responding to Beast's commands from earlier, little pre-programmed setting, he's going to launch the minigun into the Brotherhood of Steel here. Hitting on 8s, close range. First hit's good. 1 damage against armor 3. Saved. Shot number 2 on 8s. Good hit, bonus damage. 2 damage against 2 armor. Oh, he takes 1. Hitting on 8s again. There you go. So we now have enough consecutive hits to overwhelm his armor, and the big power armor knight slumps to the ground and tumbles down the stairs. That's another point for the Raiders. I realize I haven't shown you guys the dead pile. We've got 3 casualties so far. The big problem is one of them is power armor, so we're kind of hoping on them to kind of anchor the team. On the Brotherhood turn, we're going to continue the friendly exchange between the Lancer and the Sniper. Lancer's hitting on 7s. That's a miss. And 7s. That's a hit. Burn for 2. Brings Raider Boy down to 1 health. He will respond in kind. Hitting on 3s with a quick action. And flat miss. Over here with a dog, Beast is going to whistle sharply, and it is going to walk out of combat with this guy, provoking an attack, and walk into combat with this guy. The gun is not yet reloaded, so he's forced to do the improvised kick on 5s for the quick action. He does hit though. It's 2 damage against 1 armor. And he's down. That was the last little tick. Good kick. Here in the Brotherhood, they're going to try to close up this other flank. Take a step off the car, moving away from the power armor maniac. Come in this direction. Take a shot up at the Sniper. Hitting on 5s. Wow, all right, burn him down. He drops. Power armor is going to turn. Try swinging that nail board into Cormac. Hitting on 7s. Oh, resoundingly good hit. 3 damage. Still 3 damage against 3 + 1. And he blocks all of it. Shot number 2 on 7s. All right, another hit. We got an armor break this time. It's 2 damage against 2 + 1. There you go. We put a dent in his armor. His armor takes 1 of its 4 health. That's actually it for Team Raider. The Brotherhood have pretty well swept the far left flank. Bring around, they broke the charge of the dogs, so they got to deal with the power armor guy. Girl, whatever. And we're scattered around here. But otherwise, it's about time to close in and see if they can't take down that sentry bot. First contestant hops off the van. Coming out to get a clean shot. We're going to try to drown him in weight of fire before he can get off another missile launcher. In order to do that, we really need to see a lot of bottle caps. So, hitting on 5s. Okay, so you brought bottle caps, but you didn't bring 5s. Scamper is going to take 2 shots on 5s. Nope. Doesn't look good, buddies. 5s. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The medics, for the most part, are going to duck into cover and stay there. And big old Gatling laser guy, turn the corner, and we'll see what we can do. All right, shot number 1, hitting on 7s. Hit, good. Going against 3 + 1 armor. All right, first damage point in. Shot number 2 on 7s. Like a magic trick. Problem is that's 1 damage against 1 + 1. We really need to see stars on the black die in order to do anything. Shot number 3 on 7s. Oh, that's not good. Shot number 4 on 7s. Okay. That again with the +1. Shot number 5 on 7s. Well, at least you got your action point. All right, so that puts 3 points of damage out of his 13 health. But if it wasn't for Beast guarding the door, they could probably just make it past him into the compound and have to deal with the defenders in there. So we'll see as we go into turn 4. Our event card for turn 4 is a downpour. So all 2 climbing tests we're going to take the entire game are at -2. All right, in hopes of splitting his attention for the missile launcher at least. Break up, try to be less of a target at this moment in time. And then put laser rifle shots into the sentry bot. On 5s. There you go, got 1 through. But if you've not been paying attention to the timer on your screen, it is Beast o'clock. Let's do a VATS roll. Coming in with VATS roll. VATS roll. And because Beast is a raider, her chems are holding on 1 more turn, so she will still have perception 9 for this turn. And she'll take her first regular shot into Scamper. Hitting on 9s. And that's bad news for you, buddy, because 3 damage against 2 armor and 1 health left. And her second action will be to put the second shot into this very bold individual right here. Hitting on 9s. There you go, with the crit bonus. 3 damage against 2 armor. And blocks 1. And now over on Brotherhood turn, Nibbles has just about had it with this giant stinking robot. So he is going to bound and leap yellow distance and then take a horrifying green charge straight into the robot. And we're gonna have ourselves a Godzilla Mechagodzilla showdown. But since the big lizard doesn't have any attacks at this moment, we're gonna jump over to Veteran Raider, who's gonna continue to wail on Cormac and try to crack that legendary outcast armor. Hitting on 7s. There you go, that's how you crack some armor. That brought Cormac's armor down to 0 + 1, so his armor took 1 more damage, has 2 health remaining. Slamming him again. And I think the board broke. On the Brotherhood side, Cormac's gonna be having none of this, and we'll slam him right back. Making a VATS roll. No VATS. Making a baton roll. No, you're not having much luck either. Let's try that again. Maybe he's tired from all this running around being a hero and carrying the whole Brotherhood on his shoulders, I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. And that's 2 more damage right there. It's gonna flip a luck token for an extra crit. It is not good. Now, Sentry Bot is slowly realizing that he's just here to soak up fire, which he's not a fan of. But he's going to move out of combat because he's very loyal and follows instructions as programmed. And Nibbles is going to get a free shot at him. Hitting on 3s. Not quite. Trying to still be good at his job, the Sentry Bot will unload his missile launcher into the guy out in the open. Hitting on 8s. Oh, that's gonna suck. And by suck, I mean that's 5 damage minimum. And he just evaporates. That brings the Raider tally up to 5 bodies. Someone's got to get this bot under control. Our heroic power armor Gatling laser here. He's undeterred. He's in power armor. So he'll take a move forward, spin at the barrels, plant his feet, and try to rain absolute fury on Beast's position. All right, hitting on 5 since Beast is in cover. Shot number 1 is a miss. Shot number 2. Also a miss. Come on, buddy. Shot number 3. Still miss. Shot number 4. There you go. What's problematic about that is she has 4 armor, so no matter what she rolls, she's gonna make it. So shot number 5. Wow. All right, that could have been really heroic. The Lancer is going to turn and very helpfully shoot the laser rifle into the combat, try to finish off the Veteran Raider. Hitting on 9s. Ooh, there we go. Double bottle cap. But who did she hit? On a 2 or a 4, it was Cormac. There you go, it was the right shot. That burns clean through the armor with the bottle caps and brings the veteran raider down to 1 health. Second shot on 9s. There you go. All right, if this tags the right target, it's over. 1 or 3 to kill the raider. There it is. Power armor deactivates, collapses into scrap, and that one's over. And given the situation as it is outside, with the Brotherhood moving up, largely having cleared, Beast is going to retreat into the compound with her 4 remaining health, and we're going to take a brief intermission before we pick up inside. In case you're wondering, no, the big guys are not coming inside. They're going to stay out here and arm wrestle while everyone else handles their issues. The outcast, he's here.
And why are you not at the door?
I'm done taking bullets for you.
I am the red hand of Atom, you wretch. You will die for me when I command it. Now take up your weapon and ready yourself.
All right, here's what's left of the invasion force about to move into the compound. We've got a wound on the Lancer. We've got half of Cormac's armor is broken and dinged up and hanging off, but otherwise we're doing okay. Kind of low on stim packs though. Importantly, we've got 6 people represented here, and the Raiders have only managed to knock out 5 Brotherhood. So as long as they don't lose anyone else, the Brotherhood is still in the lead once everyone is in the compound. But as we already know, the compound is not undefended. So we're going to redeploy the Brotherhood around the door, and the next turn is going to begin like that. We're kind of doing away with the event card since we are moving indoors, and theoretically it's a secure bunker. Aside from the fact that Cormac is kicking the door in, which he will do stepping in and unloading his laser rifle at the thing that just moved in the corner. Hitting on 7s. That's good. But at the moment he's just a distraction, as from around the corner, one of these psychos, unable to make a charge around the corner, but will move up into close combat and swinging the lead pipe. Lead pipe swinging on 7s. Ooh, solid hit. 2 damage against 3+1. He's good. Our helpful night patrolman will step in through the door and put laser rifle shot into the Protectron. Or the Raidertron, I guess he is now. On 5s. Guns the other way around, buddy. Didn't tell you the plot twist, because being a Raider, if you have a friendly Raider model engage with the model, you don't need line of sight to charge. So the other Psycho comes tearing around the corner, swinging a pipe wrench, and will get a charge bonus. Black die for the charge, green die for having a friend in close combat, hitting on 7s. Oh, that's gonna hurt. 2 armor break, 2 damage. That's 2 damage against 1+1 armor. Oh wow, they actually get another point off. His armor is now 1 point from breaking, but he is valiant, resolute, and other adjectives as well. Outside, the Lancer is going to step into the foyer, whatever, and will again shoot into the robot, hitting on 7s. There you go, that's how it's done. 3 damage against 3 armor, takes 1. The thing you have to watch out for with Protectrons is once they take more than half their health, so 1 more point of damage, and there's a chance that he might explode. Cheers. And since he is programmed for death hugs, we're just going to knock this out of the way because it's scenery. And he's going to waddle up and join in the fun. Protectron hand laser hitting on 2s with the green die for friends. Oh well, yeah. Armor break. That's 2 damage against 2+1. Well, there you go. Finally, the armor cracks. And honestly, at this point in the campaign, just cracking Cormac's armor is a whole achievement to itself. Our resident Gatling laser will thunder inside and take a second move off to the corner because he's vaguely familiar with how volatile and finicky these things are. Meanwhile, from upstairs, the surgeon sort of lazily hovers downstairs and we'll take a prepare action. Not quite right around that corner yet. Similar sentiment shared by the medics, who are going to move up near the door. We're just going to go and move them both since they're not really participating at this point. And they're going to wait until the gunfire dies down. The red hand will activate, and when he does, he's allowed to activate a friendly nearby. So he will move just to the top of the stairs. He's got good range all the way down. And his little buddy will take a quick action to do the same thing. And fall down the stairs. Oh, we have a little spider buddy. It's adorable. Okay, but seriously, dude just fell downstairs. They will each take a prepare action and sight down the stairs. Meanwhile, Beast is going to move a little bit forwards, which will charge her Gauss rifle by 1. And she's also going to prepare for nothing at all. At the beginning of the Brotherhood turn, Cormac's going to try to roll up some VATs. Rolling some VATs. Bunch of VATs, all right, all the VATs you could ever want. He's going to produce his baton and proceed to play whack-a-mole with the 3 things in front of him, starting with a Protectron on 9s. Good hit. 3 damage against 4 armor. He blocks it. That will fully charge his baton meter, so he will use 1 quick action to fire off a crit back into the Protectron. Flat 2 damage plus the following. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, double armor break. 5 damage against 2 armor. He doesn't block any of it. But thankfully that doesn't really give him time to fire off his self-destruct, so Protection, and he's out. Putting his other regular attack into the Psycho with the lead pipe, because she's the one with the arm breaking trick. Easy hit, extra damage. 3 damage against 2 armor, and she takes 2. She spends her reaction to respond with the aforementioned lead pipe, hitting on 5s. She misses. But seeing as her target hasn't gone anywhere, she's going to swing twice with the lead pipe, trying to get that arm hit. Hitting on 7s. Ooh, good hit. 2 damage against 3 armor. He blocks it. Shot number 2 on 7s. Oh, there it is. There's the freaking mushroom cloud. Once again, 2 damage against 3 armor. And he takes 2. After carrying this team across the entire dang wasteland, his strength and armor is starting to fail him here at the finish line. Lancer's going to pick up and shoot into the combat, trying to bring down the guy with the pipe wrench. Hitting the combat on 9s. There you go. Using the targets, it's going to be 1 for his target, 2 for Pigtails, 3 for Cormac, 4 back for his target. So just don't roll a 3. Oh, I saw it there for a second. All right, Pigtails. 2 energy against 1 armor. And she takes 1, has 1 left. Same deal for the second shot, hitting on 9s. Good, oh, we got a burn. And same numbers, no 3s. Pigtails again, and she goes down. We're starting to smell like burnt raider in here. We're gonna have to steam clean that when we take over the place. Meanwhile, the surgeon finishes floating down the stairs, turns the corner, and will cut loose with his flamer into the night patrol. We are hitting on 5s. That is a good hit. Mushroom Cloud deals an extra damage, so it is now 3 damage against 2 armor. And he takes all 3, going down to 1 health. The problem is the Brotherhood can't really afford to lose anybody else at this point, so Cormac's going to order him out. He will retreat to just outside the door, and then we'll shoot, now that he's out of range, a retaliation blast at the surgeon. On 5s. That's some retaliation. 2 damage against 1 armor. He takes 2. And he'll use his trigger to hover back around the corner. Alright, so here's the situation. We've got 6 Brotherhood fixing to roll in here and take custody of this compound, at least the front area. And the Raiders have only managed to kill off 5 of them so far. So, knowing this is her last chance to salvage this operation and walk away with control of the gang, Beast is going to open up with her Gauss rifle into the back of the red hand's head. And if you're trying to remember if she saved a crit for something like this, yes, in fact she did. So it's going to be 4 damage plus the following. 4 damage, 2 armor break. 4 damage, red hand is down to 1 armor. He takes 3. He has 8 total, so 5 remain. Being somewhat upset that the dog is biting the hand that feeds her, he's going to turn around, use his trigger to shoot Beast. His gamma gun pistol is hitting on 6s for the quick action. 6s, 2 extra damage. And the Geiger counter is off the walls as Beast takes 5 rad for her betrayal. And forgot to give him extra damage because the Gauss rifle was charged last turn. Moving on. Firing off another shot with the Gauss rifle on 8s. Good shot. 3 damage against 2 armor. Oh, it takes 1. Red hand goes down to 3 of his 8 health remaining. We're gonna go back downstairs to Brotherhood Party, where the Gatling laser is gonna take an action. And by an action, I mean he's going to swing around this combat in a charge and try to boot this guy in the head. And by boot this guy in the head, I mean he's booting the Raider. Given what's going on upstairs, I feel like I need to be clear about that. Hitting on 7s, black die for being strong, green die for having a friend. Good hit. And because I'm a dummy and it's late at night already, black die for the charge. Oh well, there you go. 1 damage against 1 armor. And it goes through. Meanwhile, on Raider turn, the management turnover discussion is still happening upstairs. So the red hand is going to unleash his gamma gun one more time and try to put her down for good. Hitting on 8s. 8s it is with an armor break. The armor break's not really that important, as overcome with radiation sickness, Beast stumbles away and slumps to the floor in the corner. The absolutely furious red hand storms down the stairs to finish this himself. Back over on Team Brotherhood, one of the medics will hop into the door, take cover on the side, and light up into the melee. Hitting the combat on 6s with the laser pistol. Good. 1 or 4 will be the Raider, 2 will be Cormac, 3 will be Gatling laser. It's the Raider. 2 energy damage against 1 armor. And he takes 2. Medic over here representing. And in what is either going to be his finest hour or his stupidest, Runt, seeing Beast in the corner, is going to fire his bolt-action pipe rifle into the red hand. The mutiny is on. Hitting on 4s. Good hit, armor break. 2 damage against 2 armor. Oh, it goes through! Bringing the red hand down to his last sliver of health as Runt re-racks the bolt. Says, this is for Beast. Hitting on 4s could end it. Oh no. As the red hand slowly turns around.
No, this is for Beast.
And levels his gamma gun. But we'll pause there because end of the turn. We're going to open up with Cormac trying to finish this guy off with his baton and his good arm. Hitting on 9s. Wow. Yep, that's going to hurt. And the Psycho's down. And we forgot to roll VATs, so let's roll up some VATs. Roll some VATs. Oh yeah, do we have VATs? All right, so here's going to be the clutch move, maybe. Here's his last regular move. Cormac's going to travel yellow. Turn, looking up the stairs, he immediately knows who his opponent is. And he racks his laser rifle. All right, it's a quick action with a -2 for the broken arm, so we're hitting on 3s. There it is. It is over, folks. Hit, burns through the armor. So while the red hand is staring up here, leveling his gun at Runt, neat little hole burns through his back. and he drops. It's going to be easy enough for the Brotherhood to mop up the remaining 2 guys if they don't hightail it anyways. Upstairs, they'll be able to open up and disable the altar, remove the threat to the Wasteland. Ladies and gentlemen, the war in the Wasteland is over. Guardian 2, this is Paladin Cormac. Run a message back to command. The Wasteland's secure. So I hope you enjoyed Fallout Wasteland Warfare Season 2. I had an absolute blast this season. It's been long, it's been a lot of effort, but it has been a ton of fun. And honestly, what's made it a lot of fun for me has been getting to interact with you guys and seeing you come in and comment, and just all the feedback on the stuff has just been fantastic. So thank you guys very much for sticking with me for 10 weeks now, and look forward to Season 3 at some point in the future. Thanks for watching.